Welcome back to State of Decay 2 and the Salt of the Earth. So I'm in an interesting situation today. It's been kind of an emotionally exhausting day. Normally, I would plan to continue my existing main campaign, my lethal campaign, but I just don't think I can handle the lethal zone today. But that's fine, because actually the main thing I need to accomplish today is to get one of my communities into Providence Ridge. Tomorrow we're doing this event, this community event called the Day of Decay, which involves a lot of us getting on Discord and having sort of like panel discussions and other kinds of, fun talks about State of Decay to celebrate with our community. And one of them is going to be about Providence Ridge, and I'm in that one. And so I volunteered to be the one who, had the game up and running so we can show people things and illustrate Providence Ridge, but I don't actually have a community in Providence Ridge. I do have two communities in Trumbull Valley, though. I've got my lethal community in Trumbull Valley, and I've got the Salt of the Earth here in Trumbull Valley. So that's kind of redundant, right? So we're going to move the Salt of the Earth out of here. Now, my question is, I'm trying to remember. So I know the process changed a little bit since we added the Forever Communities update, but I don't think that I can just change maps from the difficulty screen. No, I can't. So I can restart the current map from the difficulty screen, but if I want to change maps, I need to drive to the edge. So let's make sure that I've got all of the cars that I want lined up in my parking slot. So I've got this random car. Empty parking slot. That's, that could be better. What do we have over here? Oh, yes. Okay, we've got our Bloodmobile. We've got that guy. This one. I want to keep this one. I just earned it. Let's get this one into a parking space. Oh, and actually, before we drive around too much, I'm not sure that Squiddy here is in a parking space. In fact, I think it might not be. Yeah, I don't see the parking indicator. So the parking indicator appears, there you go, under the name of the car. Parked. So now it's parked. So now it will come with me when I move. Got to get this car into a parking space so it'll come with me when I move. Oh, Scott Lannan is reminding me that I should sell my outpost before I go. That is a really good piece of advice. Because, yeah, basically, the game does not automatically sell your outposts before you leave, which means that it is easy to just sort of abandon them and then not have as much influence as you'd like to have. But, okay, so let's have a look. So our influence right now is 3142. So let's go over to these guys here and abandon them. So each time I abandon one, I should get the cost back. So we're at 3142, and now we're at 4072. So yes, this is working. So let's kill all these outposts, and then I want to go and grab some additional car that is not any of the four that I just parked at the parking spaces to drive out of here, just to maximize my car access when I arrive in the new map. Oh, that's right. So Radith Court is pointing out that actually the game does sell your outposts. You do get the influence. The problem is the influence doesn't hit your account until you've already bought your next base. So basically, the way that the Forever Communities system works is, when you are moving maps to a new, moving bases to a new map, it lets you choose any of the bases on that map that you've already. Was it that? Oh yeah, it's cheap. They're cheaper if you've already settled at them before. But either way, it lets you just choose any of the bases on that map. But you have to pay for them with influence, and since it hasn't consumed your old base yet, you don't get to use any of the influence that you would get from selling your outposts until after you've made your selection. So that's why to do it. So yeah, so Radith Court says that it's actually pretty good if you're already sitting at 9,999 influence. It's good that it doesn't waste that influence before you buy the base. But if you're not sitting at 9,000, like I'm not sitting at 9,000, then it could be a problem. So are there any other vehicles around here that are easily gettable? None that I can see. Of course, I could always call one in. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it too much. Let's just drive on out of here. So as I got started, one of my characters was complaining about not having enough meds. And I realized that the whole point of this community is that I always set their difficulty level such that it's really easy to keep up with my resources. But I've just not been paying attention to meds this whole time. We're down to 4 meds. So I think if I do anything aside from move and set up my new base this session, I should probably go out hunting for meds. Or at the very least for some meds outposts. So let's keep that in mind as we head towards the exit. Whee! Yeah, so I don't know if I'll be as talkative this time as I often am, just because, yeah, I don't know. I'm just feeling like just emotionally out of it today. It was a weirdly stressful day. Not in ways that I can really sort of explain, but, you know, you just have, yeah, everyone has those kinds of days at work, right? You're just a little extra stressed out not in ways that is easy to explain to other people. So I'm just gonna chill, driving down the road. See you later, Rutini.
Must be a plague heart nearby.
So I think it won't be bad to move to a new map that has nothing but fresh plague hearts in it too, because, well, I don't remember exactly what bounties we have. I guess we've got a few that are already on my screen. Killing a bloater with explosives, killing zombies with blades, killing screamers with heavy weapons. Those are all things that are easier to do here than in the lethal zone, which is where I'm usually playing. But I could satisfy those bounties here and then just collect the rewards in the other game, which would probably be kind of a boon to my lethal characters. All right, let's get out of here. All right, so I think I want to keep the same difficulty everywhere, even though map difficulty, I would like to have more plague hearts, but I also would really like to have enormous amounts of resources, and I think that trumps it. If I have to move maps again more frequently, just because I keep running out of plague hearts, fine, whatever. That's okay. Ranithcord is like, need more sliders, huh? Oh my gosh. Trying to separate these things into more sliders sounds like a freaking nightmare. There we go. All right, so yeah, we'll do this. And then, yeah, we'll select Providence Ridge, because that's the place we're going to try to show off. And then let's choose where we're going to land. So I've got 8,722 influence, and it costs way less than that to claim these bases. I think partly because I think I've settled. Haven't I had the Salt of the Earth in this map before? I'm trying to remember. So the starter base, of course, is always free. And I would actually settle there just because that's the most interesting part of Providence Ridge to talk about. Basically, you know, Providence Ridge, we created this map to be our new tutorial map. And so the most important feature of it to us is that northeast corner, which is the starter area for brand new players of the game. The longest, you know, term players of the game didn't start in Providence Ridge. They probably started in one of the other 3 maps, possibly even just selected arbitrarily from the tutorial. And all of them, they had a tutorial system in there, but it wasn't great, and the setting just really wasn't geared towards it, right? They were all just sort of dropped in the middle of the map, and whatever, you know, figure it out. We did some tutorialization, but not enough. And there's a little bit more of a patient, more thought-out tutorial in Providence Ridge that's up in that area. So part of our discussion during Day of Decay is probably going to be about that. But I've got a larger community, and I kind of don't want to settle in a starter base. I probably want to be down here in one of these bases. So either at Prescott Fire Station or at Lundegaard Lumber Mill. I'm trying to remember which one I did most recently with any of my groups. I think it might have been Fire Station that I did most recently. And so Lumber Mill is probably the better choice for me right now. Oh, so Awesome Twitch Dude is asking why we're doing the Day of Decay event on Discord instead of on Twitch. So I wasn't in the room when they made that decision, but the reason why I think it's a good idea to do it on Discord instead of on Twitch is because the plan is to involve lots of different developers from across State of Decay's teams even. Have lots of people come in and participate in little half-hour segments doing different things. And if we did that on Twitch, we would have to have somebody with our actual, access to our Twitch account streaming consistently from one place emceeing the entire show all day. And that's a big job. And lots of things can go wrong with that. You've seen the kinds of, technical shenanigans that go on over here at my place sometimes. And that could be just a little bit of a nightmare to maintain, but to sort of like keep it going, to orchestrate. But on Discord, we can have, we don't have to have one particular person streaming from one location the whole time. We can have an uninterrupted show with people dropping in and dropping out constantly, being sort of on stage in a Discord channel. And so I think that's why we're probably doing it, is because it'll be easier to just have a lot of participants haphazardly over the course of the day without needing to sort of orchestrate it as precisely as you would need to with a Twitch stream. Awesome, Twitch dude. I don't think I would stand up to doing an event the length of this one. You've noticed I've never done one of those like 24-hour streams. Like, that is not a thing that I ever do. I have to stop after a couple of hours most of the time, and so that would be a rough time for me. Awesome Twitch is just trying to push me to do a 24-hour stream, and he's done that before, and he has never gotten what he wants. Whew, all right. Scott Lannon asks, has the tutorial been updated for the heart attack update? No one said it ever. I mean, I don't know for certain, but no one has said that it has. No one has told me that happened, so it may very well not have. I wonder how intuitive it is. That's a very good question. I genuinely don't know. So Orathaus is saying that actually, in his opinion, the best location is Weston Builders Supply. Wonder why that is. It's definitely cheaper than some of the other ones, and doesn't require as many people. What is it about this place that makes you like it more? Orathaus. Oh, so Mr. Klaz actually has a question about the difficulty sliders. Yeah, I'd love to know what your question is. Feel free to ask away while I figure out what base I want to settle in. So M. Haxwell Gaming says that base is quite good if you have access to Red Talon facilities. I don't remember if I've gotten the Red Talon facilities set up with these guys or not. That does seem like something I should try to do, since the whole point of this community that I built is for them to have access to everything. I just accumulate crap with these people. I don't know if I ever bothered to get them access to all the Red Talon facilities. That would be interesting to find out. Oh, Orathau says the massive storage comes with plus 50 to everything. You know what? That is a really good point. This particular community is all about accumulating as much crap as I possibly can. I probably should settle at Weston Builders Supply. All right. Yeah, I think I'm sold, Orthaus. That's a good call. Because, yeah, I had not paid attention to that particular advantage of this place. And let's see here. So M. Haxwell says, I put the officers' quarters in that in the small building with the radio. I'll have to keep that in mind. Oh, so Mr. Klaas says, with the sliders, will I keep all my stuff or just my locker and resources and lose my cars? So, okay, so when you're saying, if you make a change to the difficulty sliders that requires you to reset the map, it will be like you moved from your current base to your current base again. Which means it'll follow. At least I think that's how it works. Yeah, it'll basically follow the same rules that you follow for moving bases, which means you keep everything in your supply locker. You keep the proceeds of breaking down all of your facilities, which means all of your sort of like core requirements for building a facility will stay with you, and cars you've parked in your parking lot will come with you. But if, like, for instance, if you're one of those folks who gathers like 1,700 cars around your base, you won't keep all of those cars. Those cars will go away. So, but it is just like moving bases. If you move bases before, expect kind of the same effect for if you have to reset the map as a result of moving the difficulty sliders. Cog says, doesn't it restart you at the starter base on the same map? I'm trying to remember now. So I think resetting the map, it might keep you in the same base now. I feel like I did that before. I think I did that recently. I reset the map, and I was at the same base, but just everything else about the map was set up. It was changed. I think that might have come with the Forever Communities update, because that one allows you to select what base you want to start in. I think that opened up the doors to staying in the same base. But I could be wrong about that. Cogs could be remembered something that's still true, and I could have edited my memory. So don't trust me about that, okay? Okay, so let's do this. Let's go to Weston Builder Supply. And another advantage of that is I keep more of my influence, which means I can spend it on valuable stuff.
We have our work cut out for... Hello there. Shall we discuss the proposal I have? In person would be best.
All right, so we're here in this base. We don't have that many slots, so that can be a problem. We definitely do not have enough beds. So let's upgrade both of these beds facilities. Do we have the ability to clear this Clio drop? We do. We've got a programmer. So we can gain some stuff for Clio. All right, yeah, so we're going to start clearing that out to get another large slot. This large slot, I guess for now I should build a staging area so that I can accelerate my building. I should build a workshop and an infirmary out here. This place doesn't naturally come with a kitchen, which kind of makes me want to build one. I'll be a bed shy, but I could always use an outpost to get myself a bed. What else is important? I really like having a latrine. I might just grab a latrine just because I think latrines are funny. And it looks like I don't have any of... Oh, I've got one of the prefabs from Red Talon. I've got the bunk room, which means, if I've got the bunk room, I might be able to delete one of those beds. Let's build the Red Talon bunk room. And then I'm upgrading these beds, but that might be useless because I might get enough beds from this that it's better to just get rid of one of these. Okay, so Airy Twitch is confirming that actually that we're both right about the consequences of difficulty sliders. If you hit the restart map button, you stay in the same base. But if you change the difficulty slider and you have to reset the map because of that, then you start over at a new base. So that's the distinction. It's whether you press that reset map button or restart map button on the difficulty slider, which is right here. No, wait, what am I doing? Right there, that restart map button. If you push that, you stay at the same base. But if you change the map difficulty, which requires you to start over, that will send you to
Looks like we have a screamer over
the
here.
starter base. Okay, thank you, Airy Twitch, for catching that. Orthau says that beds are overrated. That's true. There are definitely people who just ignore beds altogether and just eat the consequences of not having them. Okay, yeah, so we do not need one of these. So I'm just going to kill it. Go away. And then let's accelerate our work and start upgrading our core facilities here. And then let's build a kitchen here and a latrine here. I could... sometimes... Actually, hydroponics is another option. These people are fine. They got plenty of food. I'm not going to worry about the food. We'll get food outposts. I just want a latrine. Yeah, so Orthel says that beds are a waste. You only need morale. Yeah, so the fact that we made morale the only cost of beds is kind of weird. I mean, it seemed like the best choice we had available to us at the time. I am going to lose these beds. I'll replace them with an outpost, so that I can build. Oh wait, I don't have a utilities person. Crap. Wait, do I have a person who's got an empty 5th slot? I don't think I do. Okay, so I was going to use that slot for hydroponics once I realized I could just grab a beds outpost. The hydroponics would be more productive than the food outpost. So what should I do instead? I could do a gym for 20 health. Let's do that. Let's do a gym. Okay, I think this is all working. But yeah, so I think that if beds, for instance, had a big significant impact on stamina, I think everybody would want to have beds. I think the fact that it's just morale, and morale has just so many other ways you can compensate for it, that's what makes beds feel optional to a lot of players. Okay, let's upgrade the kitchen. And let's fill this slot with... what? A lounge? Oh, a Haven device. Yeah, let's go Haven device there.
If any more creeps show up out there, our home could be in real
Okay, so we've got the Haven device installation mission, which is
Loader.
a problem because we're going to have to deal with a zombie raid while we're
How nice.
building everything up. But that's fine. That's fine. We'll deal. Oh, I don't have enough labor. Come on, latrine. Finish up.
I'm getting to work now.
I'm not taking very seriously the threat from this siege that I just triggered with the Haven device because I'm playing at a lower difficulty level than usual. Now we're...
We've got this. Don't give up.
And it used to be that making a cacophony in the base with all of this upgrade work meant that the sieges would be worse. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure how these Haven device sieges work now that we've got new sieges. I'm assuming that we're probably still just calling the same mission as before, and these sieges just work the same as they always have. I don't know for certain that that's true, though.
Installation at 12% completion.
I hope everyone's ready for a long fight.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a long but not very hard fight. So we have to basically have the siege go on until the Haven device is complete, and that is an inflexible amount of time. But, we got 2.5 minutes left.
We've got this. Don't give up.
Orthouse points out that I'm going to need my leader building. Eventually I'll need a leader building. I'm not actually trying to... I'm not trying to legacy with this group. This is one of my forever communities, so I'm not super worried about my leader building. I'm just letting everybody else handle these zombies. It'll be fine. Okay, how is the Haven device doing? Yeah, so Haxwell, we have definitely heard the feedback that some people feel like we've made the Haven device not useful enough. It's an interesting situation. It's an interesting sort of question because the main thing the Haven device does a couple of things. One thing it does is it prevents sieges. But now, and that was sort of one of the most important benefits that it provided in its original version, was that sieges would just not happen when you had the Haven device. And that was really helpful, especially because sieges were on this timer where they would just happen like 1 or 2 every hour, and just there was nothing you could really do about it. You would just constantly have to come home and deal with these sieges. And so the Haven device was nice because it could just turn off that feature. But now, avoiding sieges is a thing you can do without the Haven device. Like, there's a really clear path towards not needing the Haven device for that, because you can fight infestations and intercept hordes and things like that. So you don't need it for that anymore. And so, I mean, really, the level of power that you have over sieges and infestations is kind of the same pre and post update 33. It's just it's coming from a different place. So
Keep your chins up. We can do this.
so yeah, so I mean, I can definitely see the perspective of the Haven device. Just it isn't the same, really powerful value proposition that it was before. But your power has not necessarily gone down. It's just sort of been reshuffled to different places.
Cooperation in this experiment has been noted.
Yeah, so Haxwell's main complaint, which makes sense, is that the Haven device, because it's got limits to how much zombie blasting it can do, now it has limits instead of just doing it all the time. it can use up some of its capacity before you really need it, before a siege really arrives, or before the worst part of a siege really arrives. And that does make sense. This was a very hard problem to solve. I wasn't on the team, but listening to some of the things they had to solve, because they also, in addition to just sort of trying to, to sort of balance it against a new power that you have just intrinsically from the way the game works in a different way, they also had to make it so that the Haven device had a similar impact when you were away from base as when you were at base, and trying to figure out sort of a way for it to work that could be predictable enough that you could make it work under both of those circumstances was also part of the challenge. So I've got a lot of compassion for the folks on the team who had to figure out what to do with this weird thing that I advocated to add to the game prior to us even deciding we were going to do the heart attack update. This was engineered partly just based on my annoyance at sieges and the need to satisfyingly provide some outcome to the ending of Heartland. That's the combination of those two things is what led to the Haven device. But the circumstances are just different now. We would have designed a different Haven device if heart attack had happened first. And so adapting an existing thing to a new system it's a rough proposition. So please definitely have patience for the team that tried to solve that problem, even if you don't really love the outcome. Let's see here. So Mr. Claus asks, how do you get the Clio core? And is the workshop and armory the same in a way? Well, the armory, it can craft some of the same stuff as a workshop, but it doesn't craft all of the same stuff. It's mostly focused on like military equipment and things. I think, will I keep this? I mean, it definitely reduces my output of materials. I think I will. Let's put some mods in places. Let's install a camp heater for morale. What can I... Oh, the fighting gem. I can upgrade it. Kitchen. What can I put in the kitchen? The slow cooker. I think that's good for morale. There's also the espresso machine. That can be good. Stand mixer. Food dehydrator. Ooh, extra storage for food. I think I'll do the espresso machine. The infirmary, what does it want? Resting removes injuries, that's already true. The pill press, painkiller crafting discount, that's pretty good. Free instant health recovery. Ooh, but we got some crafting stations. I want crafting stations. Cake oven, biochem station, that's really important. I'm not going to install an ammo press right now, though. I usually do have at least one available at all times. Improvised weapon station. Let's stick that on there. And actually, can you put the cake oven in a kitchen? Hold on. Did I just miss out on the cake oven? There it is. Okay, for some reason I could not find the cake oven to save my life, which was stupid. It was right there. And then maintenance bench. I think everything else. Okay, yeah, I just need to install a mod here, but I think I need to do that after the upgrade. Or 1,000 saying we need auto turrets in the game. I mean, that was an idea that I thought of at one point, but it's a little bit far fetched, and I really don't know what kind of targeting system you could set up that wouldn't be shooting your own people all the time and mistaking them for zombies. One thing that's really interesting about like AI-driven shooting solutions is that like calculating ballistic trajectories is actually one of the easier kinds of problems that you can ask a really smart computer to solve. It's just physics. Let's do this Clio transmitter because why not? And so, like, robots are really, really good at hitting things with guns, to the point where, if you actually, I'm actually kind of, anytime you've got, like, a Terminator-like character who is chasing a human and shooting guns at them, I feel like if their first shot doesn't hit, their second shot always should. And so, like I could see, making a slight miscalculation about the trajectory, the amount of drop, the amount of wind, whatever, the first time you fire. But once you've seen the conditions, there's absolutely no reason why a robot, I don't know why I swung at that door, why a robot should miss their second shot. And so I kind of like, rather than having sort of classic action movie moments where you've got a robot that is chasing somebody and it's constantly, shooting at them all the time, and they're ducking and the bullets are, hitting the walls all around them, that sort of very common action movie thing that just always happens. I would be more entertained by somebody trying to solve the problem of, okay, what if you're up against an enemy who every time they pull the trigger, they will hit you? Like, you have to contend with that enemy in such a different way. You have to never let them see you when they're armed. And that just feels like a whole different scenario than just, they're a scary action movie villain and I'm just going to run away. Oh, hey, sorry. So, Mr. Claus, I did miss your question about how you get the... I forgot to answer your question about how you get the Clio core. Yeah, so the Clio core... let's look at the base here. Oh, wait, I can't really... I'd have to kill something in order to look at the construction list. But, basically, the Clio core... Yeah, Raneth Cord has already answered the question in the chat. The Clio core is it's a Daybreak reward. So you have to play a bunch of Daybreak, and then you can get it from the Prestige Trader. Okay, so I'm trying to remember. Yeah, and then it lets you build like a Clio-themed building. I'm trying to remember where there are meds. Like if there's any, like looking at my base here, we definitely need to cover some of our food needs and our meds needs more than anything. Everything else can wait. Food and meds are the priority. So let's go out there in the middle of the night and find some meds. That is the wrong direction to go. So I'm just going to go this way. Oh, wait a minute. No, but Link the Bee-Man, I think he's carrying a heavy weapon. And killing screamers with heavy weapons is one of my bounties. So I'm just going to get out here. Hello! Oh, I forgot that they break windows on cars now. Hello, regular-ass screamer. That is so much less scary to kill a screamer here than to attack one in the lethal zone, where it might wake up a heart and cause all kinds of havoc, summon plague bloaters, that sort of thing. Here in the green zone, or I guess this is dread combat. Here in the dread combat zone, it's just so much lighter of a problem. Raneth Cord is jokingly reacting with shock to the fact that that the screamers destroy windows on cars, because I'm assuming because it's actually, that feature's actually been around for a really long time now. It's not actually new anymore. I don't know. Everything that at some point I wrote a patch note about still feels new to me, even if it's a really old improvement. I think there was a pharmacy. A pharmacy and a clinic right here next to each other. Oh, but it's got a plague heart on it. Huh. Well, the one next to it doesn't have a plague heart on it. Do I want to fight a plague heart right now? Not particularly. No.
That was noisy.
Okay, I really should not have pointed the headlights at this place before I went inside. This is not showcasing my colleagues' lighting work very well. Take him out, Link. Come on. Okay, why are there so many of you? All right, there we go. Of course, we're only on Dread. Maybe taking out a Plague Heart wouldn't be that bad.
Outpost prep is finished and we're ready to run. That said, I can see.
So Raneth Cord, when he made his joke, was actually making a Rise of Skywalker jokes. And I won't explain it because explaining jokes isn't funny. What was this? Oh, that's just the bounty broker. I really wish I could make this bounty broker mission go away. I'm tired of it. It's like, it's starting to make me regret ever playing Heartland. So, okay, let's poke around a little. Yeah. Maybe I will. Maybe I will attack this plague heart. Maybe that will be fine. I just really want a lot of meds. That's all I want. I've been having a bad day. I'm feeling anxious. What I really want is a lot of meds. That actually sounds a little, yeah. That sounds a little weird. It's way past 4:20, so I'm late anyway, if that's my objective.
Feels like a whole town died in here.
All right. Hello, sir. Ha Oh crap. Whew. All right. Wah! Stop it. The gas doesn't go away. Stop. The gas is still there? Stop it, gas. Ah! All right. Okay, we got some fuel. That's nice. Oh, we got a new double bit axe. Love that thing. Yep, we got all the stuffs. Okay, yeah, so we've killed this plague heart, which means I can go back and claim that other medical outpost. This car did not get the upgrade to its trunk space. It still has very little. Let's see here. So yeah, let's just go take two outposts right next to each other. I've just decided that's a good idea. It's a good use of my resources. Oop. So Haxwell asks, have you guys ever considered doing a crossover with another game? I won't name the game I thought about unless you give me permission, but it would be an amazing crossover. I mean, go ahead and suggest whatever you want. The answer will be no, so go ahead and say anything, and it's fine. We did do a slight crossover with at least with a couple of other games. It's only minor though. Like you'll notice this car I'm driving. This is a Sea of Thieves car. It's not the most obvious Sea of Thieves car, but it is definitely a Sea of Thieves car. It's called the Megalodon. It's related to, I think, a genuine Megalodon in Sea of Thieves. And we also did a hoodie that commemorated, what was that other game? Age of Empires? And there might have been at least one more, too. I don't remember. But yeah, so we have done minor crossovers, but nothing on the scale of, you know.
A bit more effort here could really pay off.
Yeah, nothing large scale, basically. Just little tiny pieces of content that commemorate other games. So I've got this habit now from Valheim of just constantly like using but shifting things from one inventory to the other by holding left trigger and hitting X. I keep almost doing that here, hitting left trigger and X in order to move things around. Wait, am I out of what the? Oh, okay, sorry, I was in the wrong tab. I was like, why don't I have the bullets that I think I need? But it was because I was looking in the wrong place. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to vacuum up everything in here because why not? Why not, indeed? Oh, that's the wrong side. So Orathaus is voting that we should have some kind of crossover with Payday 2. I mean, I don't know if a crossover with Payday. It's hard to beat Goat Simulator's crossover with Payday. Once they did it, I just feel like nobody else needs to do it. They've covered all of that ground. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of everything I don't need right this second. And let's go get stuff from my car too. this out of it. Put this in it. And drop that off. Drop that off. Finish searching in here. Whoa, another rucksack. Okay, I'm getting more rucksacks than I expected to, which is great because I was having a little bit of a pretty serious low meds problem. So that feels good. I didn't actually really fully search the other place either, so I should do that too. Drop that off. Scott Landon says some Assassin's Creed outfits should be cool. Yeah, I think I can't remember what game. What was I playing? I was playing some game. I did 2 sessions of it the other day, and I think it might have been Valheim. And between sessions, I changed my shirt because the shirt I was wearing was just incredibly hot, and it was an incredibly hot day.
Say this place is cleaned out.
But that particular shirt, the reason I put it on is because it was one of my favorite shirts. It was a shirt that incorporated a hood, and it wasn't just any hood. It was actually like an Assassin's Creed quality hood, meaning that, like most hoods, they try to fit sort of snugly. I need to drop some stuff off first. They fit sort of snugly over your head, and they're meant to sort of keep your head warm while keeping your face fully free and exposed. But the hood that I had on that shirt, it was a much sort of deeper, saggier hood, which meant it was like much larger than my head, and it would droop over my eyes, so that I could sort of like walk around like an assassin with my like identity concealed, and I kind of liked it for that. It's kind of cool. Let me see. Did I get everything out of here? No, I didn't.
I have a little favor to ask you.
Is there anything in here? No, I guess we're good. All right, we have fully maximized. No, we haven't maximized them yet, because we need to upgrade them. Oh, we're going to have so much meds. It's going to be crazy. Number of meds we're going to have. Okay, what else do we do? Okay, we need food. Food and beds. So where else can we go for food and beds? Food, I can go to a Jolly Collie Tavern. Beds, I can go to the Ugly Greenhouse. Yeah, problem solved. Okay, that's where we're going. I'm not putting a lot of thought into this because all I'm trying to do is set up a workable base that's self-sufficient, so I don't have to worry about anything while I'm demoing, Providence Ridge during the event tomorrow. So really, I'm not worrying about the distribution of these outposts or anything. All I'm worried about is just get my people self-sufficient so nothing can go wrong. Aside from the obvious. What? Like that.
Down, keep 'em down.
Alright, gonna go clear all the rooms.
Got a Z free zone.
This place is now mine. Claim outpost, confirm.
Hey, y'all. The outpost is done.
And we've got food.
That's it.
And booze. And more booze. This is a tavern after all. It makes sense to have lots of booze. But that's the last rucksack I can pick up. Because I've already got 4 in my trunk. So let's go claim a beds outpost. And be done with it. Okay, just straight to the east. Oh, but straight to the east is up a hill. One thing I would love, one improvement I would love to make to our game is some kind of contour map or obstacle map on the map. Like the map is basically, so this map that you see here is procedurally generated from the actual layout of the game. Like when you place a road in our game, it's a special object that also has information embedded in it for zombie pathing. It's got a lot of built-in stuff to sort of help the roads connect up. And you can see the sort of like weird, ugly interchanges here are because the actual sort of underlying geometry of the road is a little different at intersections from how it is on long stretches. And so you can see it sort of comes together really awkwardly because no one drew this. No one drew this map. Instead, they just the computer pieced this map together from what the artist put down in the world. And the artist can often, building level art has a lot of kludging involved, lots of reusing things and turning them around in different angles and smushing them together. But if all of that stuff is resulting in output to a procedural map like this, you can kind of see where some of the cracks are. But so waterways were something that we could capture, roads we could capture, and the volumes that we use to trace out, hey, here is a building. To tell the game that this is an interior, we stretch out these big, volumes in Unreal to tell it where they are. And so all of that stuff gets consumed and turned into this map. But things that the map doesn't know about include impassable obstacles. We've got a big invisible wall stopping you from going certain places. We never figured out a way to make that show up in the map, so you don't see the inner edges, like places like right here. You cannot go here. This is restricted. But nothing in the map tells you that. And we also just don't see hills, contours. None of that shows up either. So topography. Yes, so Coalition used the word topography to describe what was missing, and that's basically what we're missing is topography on the map. So that would be really nice to have. And if I were in charge, it's one of the things I would put on the list. I mean, there's a lot of things still to this day, after supporting this game for 5 years, there's a lot that I would still do with this game. And I'm sure each of you has a list as well. But that one's on mine. Okay, what am I missing? Oh, there's some kind of room I haven't gone in yet. It's this one. Yay, toolbox. Alright. So let's claim it.
Outpost prep is finished and we're ready to run.
Oh, hello, zombies. Alright, let's get in the car and go. We'll head back home. Whee! This is fine. Nope, this is fine. Really. You know when your car flips over in real life and just everyone just leans a little bit to the right until the car rights itself? That's what that's simulating. Right there. So Coalition says if he was in charge, the first thing he would do is rebalance all of the bounty broker offerings. That's definitely a thing we could do. They're definitely, we decided what went into the bounty broker based on what time we had each update. How much free time do we have to add new content? That's how much time is going into each of these bounty bounty packs. It was a very sort of logistically driven set of decisions. And so if I had sort of time to go back, there probably are a lot of changes that I would make to the bounty system to sort of to make all of the bounties seem sort of bounty packs all seem equally valuable. And there's probably some areas where it's not all of the bounty rewards are the most exciting thing in the world. Some of them are a different skin on a familiar gun, which is not that amazing. It's just, it's what we had, and it definitely, and all of the guns are great. I'm not complaining that we have bad guns or something, because they're awesome, and I really love the team that built them. But I think if I could go back, I would probably say, if we had more time instead of just sort of using whatever time we had, instead of doing some reskinned guns and stuff, I think we probably would have done more unique weapons and unique other outfits and things like that for each of the rewards. So yeah, that could definitely be an improvement we could make to this. An improvement that could be made, I suppose. Okay, let's look at the base. Let's start upgrading some crap. Wait, the tavern... It's not food? It's not food! I thought the tavern would be food! I'm an idiot. Okay, well, I'm gonna upgrade these guys at least. Well, that's garbage. Let's go out and get some food. Coalition's like, no, why would it be food? Because it's a tavern! You get food at taverns. I mean, whatever. It's fine. This is food. I mean, come on. It's got to be full of peanuts. There are so many peanuts in there. All right. Well, I guess we'll take this other place over here. I probably need 2 of them anyway, so might as well. Because, yeah, but people are eating 3.85. Oops. Oh, gosh. Hi.
That won't work. Zeds are still in the neighborhood.
Everybody's still gathering around outside. All right, here you go.
Noisy.
Smack. Down. I love it when that. I love it when that thing works as intended. Dang it! Oh, I'm so tired. I didn't bring any. Didn't bring any snacks. Oh, my arms are just burning, and if I had a snack, I would eat it, and immediately my arms would stop burning. That's how the gym works, right? Lacoulison says, don't you have what it takes to get hydroponics or a garden? Well, so I could build a farm if I wanted to sacrifice this. I could build a garden, but gardens are just not that impressive. If I wanted to kill this, I don't have a utilities person, so I can't build hydroponics. I was originally going to build hydroponics. That was going to be my plan. But then I realized I didn't have a utilities person, so I couldn't.
I can see how we might improve if you want.
Here's some food. Oh, here's a spot over here. Whoa, okay. I guess we're filling up our car with food.
Too loud.
Oh, it's already full. Oh, hey, it was already full, but now we've added 3 new slots to SUVs, so I've still got room for all of my rucksacks. Awesome. I'm really glad I didn't leave this car behind. I had no idea that its trunk was full. That would have been a disaster if I had left this thing behind. Oh, fine. All right, let's get the rest of... Where did I find those? Over here?
This load is quite heavy.
Let's drop this one. And let's grab... I don't know why we've got a Scar H and a thingamabob in there. We can drop all of these in here. And
Nothing left to find here.
some luxury snacks for the rucksack. And was there anything in here that's left? Nope. Okay, cool. Then we'll drop this off. And we're ready to go? Ah, right. Let's see here. So La Coalition says that the garden does give about as much food as the hydroponics. You have to just build up to the garden 3. That does make it a little bit more tempting. So I'd have to lose the latrine, man. The latrine's awesome. Nope, not gonna do it. Now, I've forgotten where the sources of ammo on this map are. Usually, I really go in for an ammo site. I think there's got to be some kind of like military something around here someplace. Oh, I know. Up here. Oh, it's going to be taken by this thing. Let's see. Yeah, there's definitely an ammo site up here. But maybe during the Providence Ridge discussion, maybe I'll come up here and fight this Plague Heart and claim that ammo. So I'm not going to do it yet. So a lot of the other stuff around here is houses and crap. Yay, bathrooms. Okay, so La Coalition is saying that I should follow the road on the west. You mean this road right here? I am happy to do that. All right. Just killing all the screamers. I should probably grab a blade and some explosives so that I can get more of these bounties. Whoops, almost passed my base. Okay, let's drop all this crap off. Oh, out of storage for ammo and for food. Okay, I guess we should put it to use. So we could prepare a feast so everyone gets more stamina. We could make... Okay, we should definitely make some anniversary cakes. But then I should make some nutritious snacks that I'll never use. What are our limits here? Gotta get that down to 85. Ammo down to 65. So we'll do this one 5 times. And then for the ammo, I'm trying to remember what this does. Oh yeah, the Masterwork Assault Rifle. I don't know if I've got these. You know, I'm going to build one of each of these just because I can, and then we'll get rid of the mod. Mods that are used basically to do one thing one time are not my favorites because just there's no... Now I've built all those weapons, so I don't need this anymore. If I want something good to spend my ammo on, Fireworks Crafting Station. That's better.
You've got a project on the back burner. Are you still working on it?
Yeah, Coalición is calling out some weird inconsistencies with how the feast works, and yeah, I'm not surprised that there are just some weird inconsistencies across the game. And we got all kinds of weird stuff that like takes different amounts of time and needs to be re-upped multiple times. And I'm not a huge fan of how this works out, but I'm definitely bearing all of this in mind as we're thinking about, you know, future development in the franchise and where we want to take it. Because yeah, we don't want to be annoying. Okay, so I'm gonna head down this western side, following La Coalición's instructions. I have been live for about an hour, and so normally I'd try to quit around now, but let's just do one more. This is the wrong way. That was absolutely the wrong way. Let's go this way and do what I actually said I was going to do. Oh, there's a swine and bovine right here. Well, if I want more food, this is a place to do it. And then he says, left side of the road, there's going to be a gun store on a small hill. All right. I'll grab that. As soon as I've grabbed this.
Anything hear that? This place is clean.
Yay, more gas.
We found worse.
Yay, random crap. Okay. Main thing we need, is this.
Hey y'all.
It's ours!
That said, I can see how we might improve it if we want.
Orthos asked me if I have any storage mods that I could use. I do have some, but the problem is... oh, a bunch of plague zombies. Let's just go a different way. The problem is I have other mods that I want more. And so the storage mods are great for when you have nothing better to do, but I usually prefer other things first. Okay. How far do I need to drive down this road? Did I already pass it, La Coalición? So Coalición missed the part of the stream where I talked about why I was choosing that base. It was based on the recommendation of its storage space being particularly large. Because this is a community that I use to... oh, there it is. Because this is a community that I use to accumulate lots of things, having a base with a lot of storage is a good idea. And I like that. And also, I mean, this base, it's so out of the way over here I think it's just probably a lot of people probably just don't use it, and so part of me just I have this drive to try and grab bases that just aren't used that much, so that I get more, so that somebody's using them. We don't want them to be, we don't want them to be a waste of everyone's time. Somebody put a lot of love into making those bases, so somebody should play in them. All right, so let's drop everything off.
There's a freak on the move.
I love looting a place after claiming it as an outpost because everything is just so quick. Let's drop that and that and... Oh, I just gave away my meds. That was not what I intended to do. Whatever, I've got more space now. Oh, take my bullets too. I don't care. It's fine. I'm gonna grab everything.
Nothing here. Say this place is cleaned out.
Hey, I just maxed out my resourcefulness. I am max resourceful now. Okay, let's bring back some of the bullets and things that I was carrying. These guys and these guys. All right, there we go. This place is mine, and I think we might call mission accomplished on this. Or that's pointing out one of the other advantages of looting a place after it has already been claimed is that there's no chance of failure. There's no, because your looting is automatically fast. You don't have the extra option to go extra fast and potentially make a racket. So, yeah, so you end up doing none of that. It's faster than fast searching, and no risk of zombie invasion. So that's nice. All right, I'm not sure what you're asking. Are you talking about the Scrubs outfit for the Doctor? Because I know a lot of people have asked us if we could let them dress their characters in the scrubs that the Doctor gets at the beginning of the tutorial, and I've definitely heard that one. They're like, "Huh? Where'd he go? Where is he? Oh, where is that guy? Oh, I liked that guy. Oh, well, whatever. Let's just wander around." I just realized I like to have a fuel source, so I'm just going to come in here. And... Oh, what? Hi. I'm in here. Oh, dang it. Come on.
That won't work.
All right, proclaim this.
Outpost presence.
Then I've only got, I think... Oh, no, that's all my slots. That's fine. Whatever.
Could really pay off.
So we'll level this up, and we'll level this up, and we'll level this up, and we'll level this up. I have so much influence. I think I'm starting to run low, though. I can't do this forever, but I can do it for a while. I think my son is in the next room singing the Mr. Beast theme. I'm going to pay as little attention to that as possible. Whoop, no, that's not the button I meant to push. Come back. The Y button. Oh, so Renfcord says... Okay, I think that makes sense. So Renfcord is sort of interpreting what R.A. was saying, and says that what he might be asking is, could we set it up so that when a character joins your community, you automatically unlock that character's outfit for your community? That's an interesting idea, and actually... So I think that would take some doing now. That is a very clever way we could have set the system up from the beginning. Like it would be interesting if that had just been what we did. If the way you got outfits wasn't looting them in the world, it was recruiting people and then taking their clothes. Like, I could see that being kind of interesting. That isn't what we did. I'm genuinely not sure what technical obstacles might be in the way for that. I don't know intimately, like, what kind of work goes into making an outfit available to all characters. And there might be more to it than just push button, this outfit is available to all characters. I think there's more to it than that. So doing it with literally every outfit a character could have could be kind of rough. And also, it would end up applying to things like, Red Talon outfits, which we kind of want to keep special, stuff like that. But that is a good idea, and we could have approached it that way. And I think that there's a version of reality where we did it that way that could be a pretty cool system. But okay, let's see which ones. Let's upgrade that one, and I think. Okay, food. I think I'm in the positive now. Yes, I'm definitely in the positive. I'm in the positive on everything. So I think I'll grab fuel. And now we're out of influence. We're out of influence, but we have totally dressed up our lovely base. It's great. And now I am ready to go. So let's give Lank a little bit of a rest. Let's let Sinjin be our main character next time I load the game up. Okay, so there we go. I think I'm ready for the event tomorrow. Thank you all for sort of hanging out with me while I just did my preparation for the event tomorrow, which, again, if you're watching this later on YouTube, I think the event's already happened days and days ago. So I hope it went well, future me. Yeah, Orathos has reminded me to try to spend some of that ammo that I brought home. That's a good point. I'll make sure to do that. And Mr. Class says, if I change all of my sliders, will it reset the day count? No, it won't. The day count is just from the inception of your community. You can do anything you want to that community. As long as you don't wipe and replace that community, the day counter will keep going. The only thing that could reset the day counter, so your overall day counter keep going. If you're going for the achievement for staying a certain number of days in Dread or higher, then the day counter will pause if you lower the difficulty level below the threshold, and then restart again if you raise it back up above the threshold. So basically, if you have a community that survives for 200 days and 100 of those days scattered across that 200-day period, if 100 of those are Dread or higher, then you get the achievement. So there you go. And wait, there's a bunch of new folks. Did I just get raided? Did I just get raided right at the end? I was just about to quit, and then you raided me, and I feel guilty now. I feel so guilty. Well, it's almost 6 o'clock. I was about to say, maybe I should just play some quick little game or something right now because I got a bunch of raiders, but it's almost 6. It's almost dinner time. I got to go figure out what we're feeding our kids. So I don't think I can stay around. I'm so sorry, raiders. But thank you, Tron H. Lee, for coming in here. And or maybe just Tron Lee. I'm not actually sure how to say your name. I'm sorry. But thank you, Tron Lee, for coming in here and raiding me. I feel really, really bad that I'm going to have to get out of here, but I think I really am. Oh, Tran Lee. Okay, gotcha. I'll call you Tran Lee. Thank you for clarifying that. And I don't know. I hope you come back later on. I do really love having folks coming in here and to chat with. I'm sorry that I'm on my way out the door. I've done that too. I've sometimes raided people and they're just about to leave, and I was like, oh, sorry. But I don't usually feel bad when that happens, so I hope you don't feel bad either. But yeah, I think I am going to have to wrap up this video and go. So thank you all. I really appreciate it. Yeah, Orthos, I don't have Proteus anymore, so I don't have that instant go-to thing. But you know what? I am going to raid somebody else. So let me just wrap up this. And people who are watching later on YouTube, they've got an end screen now with a bunch of crap on it. And the next time I play the Salt of the Earth, of course, that's going to go there. Though, actually, the next time is going to be Day of Decay, and you're not going to see that. So, there you go.